Hi, my name is Paulina, and thank you for tuning in. I have borderline personality disorder. I was diagnosed with it a few years ago, actually many years ago, and I've been working on myself for many years, making improvements and becoming aware of the disorder and learning as much as I can about it because it has impacted my life tremendously. It's affected everything in my life, to jobs, to relationships, love relationships as well. It's very difficult to have this disorder because, well, first of all, it happens through trauma. Trauma causes this disorder to happen. And there was a lot of trauma in my childhood, and even in my adulthood, there was a lot of trauma. And I have this disorder. Amongst post-traumatic stress disorder, I also have. And I was diagnosed with bipolar 2, but I'm not sure if I have bipolar because sometimes those disorders can imitate one another and they can overlap. And so I'm not sure about the bipolar, but I definitely know I had the borderline personality disorder and the post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, I've been working on myself all these years and trying to see, with borderline personality disorder, people struggle with abandonment issues. They get terrified by abandonment, and we fear rejection a lot. It's very hard for me to deal with rejection. I take it very personally. Well, I used to take it very personally, and I'm learning not to take things so personally like I used to, because even like on Facebook, someone deleted me or unfriended me, I would just be like, oh my God, I'm a bad person, or it's something I did, or I felt ashamed, or I felt like there was something wrong with me, defected somehow, even something as simple as that. And abandonment issues. Now, what would happen with relationships? I'd meet a guy. It's very, very rare for me to get attracted to a man and to fall for him and want a relationship with him. But when I did want a relationship with him, it's like I'd cling for dear life. I just, because I worried, it's like if I don't get with this guy and have a good relationship with this man, I'm not going to have one for God knows, could be years. So I would be like too eager to have a relationship, and I would like totally change my whole schedule to be with this guy, be available to him anytime he wanted me to be. Things that it's not a healthy thing to do, because when we have a relationship, it's very important that we still contain our own life, and we don't revolve completely around this new partner who we're not even committed to yet. So I would do this, and I've been working on these terrible feelings that I've had, very damaging to me. It's hard to talk about. It really is. That's why I'm kind of stuttering and struggling with it. But anyways, I've had this borderline personality disorder, and borderlines usually attract narcissists. Now, a borderline, it kind of, it says it's like borders on psychosis, and we can have every trait of all the other disorders. We can be narcissistic, we can be, what's the other things? There's other disorders we can be like them. Now, everyone has narcissistic traits to some degree, and we all have like psychopathic traits to some degree. We have histrionic traits to some degree that I heard of. Oh, I need to take a breather. When I talk about this stuff, it's very, very uncomfortable for me. And making these videos, sometimes I get like I forget things that I want to say because I'm feeling tense right now. But yeah, I've been working on myself with therapy, and I also, the thing that's helped me tremendously on YouTube is watching videos on all kinds of disorders, any disorder, especially narcissism, because I was involved with narcissists and a psychopath, a couple of psychopaths I was involved with, because these types of individuals, psychopaths and narcissists, get attracted to people who are damaged and who have a shaky self-esteem, someone that they can manipulate and control. And it's easier to manipulate and control somebody who has shaky self-esteem, because someone who is very strong and confident, it's very hard to mess with them because they won't allow it. Someone who has a high self-worth, they're not going to let somebody walk on them and abuse them and mistreat them and take advantage of them. So I've been involved with these people, and I've also had a lot of family members that were like this. There's some mental illness in the family that I was dealing with all my life, that I have gotten rid of these people because I just needed it for my mental health. I wanted to move forward in life, and I knew that if I kept these people in my life, that I would never move forward, and I would never feel better about myself, and my self-esteem would always be low. Since I've gotten rid of these people, my self-esteem has increased tremendously. Now, what I've been learning and what I've known for years is we attract what we think we deserve. If we think we deserve someone who treat us very well, with respect, kindness, love, then that's what we won't settle for less. But if we think we are defective and we don't think highly of ourselves, then we will attract people who treat us in a way that we to our level of self-worth, our self-esteem. And so it's very important that you work on your self-esteem and your self-worth, because once you feel worthy, that's when you'll attract better people into your life and better situations and better jobs, and everything will be better. The higher your self-worth, the better your life becomes. I think that's the ingredient to happiness, is high self-worth. And love. Of course, love is, we have to have love. I'm a person, I have to have love in my life. Love means everything to me. It's what makes me happy. So my self-worth has gotten a lot better through the years. And especially recently now that I've been learning so much about these disorders, and I don't take things as personally as I used to, because I used to think it's me. These narcissists, these psychopaths are treating me bad because it's something I'm doing. I deserve to be mistreated. I deserve this. But it's not. It's about them. When people mistreat you, it has to do usually with them. Something's not right in their head. Abusive people or bullies, something's not working right with them. And that's why they mistreat people. Well, that's it for my video right now. It's kind of a short video, and I hope you liked it. And if you do, just hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, I'd love to have you on board. And please, I'm always open to any comments you have, any suggestions you have. Let me know down below. Love to hear from you.